This is Channels Television. We interrupt our regular programs to cross over to Anambra State for live coverage of the signing of the Peace Pact by governorship candidates ahead of Saturday's Anambra governorship election, organized by the National Peace Committee in Awka. Please stay with us.
And unity of Nigeria. Most importantly, we want to contribute our own quota to see that the governorship election in Anambra State is diverse of violence. Therefore, the signing of the peace accord today is not a mere exercise. It is indeed a clarion call for all the candidates and the political parties and all Anambrarians to commit themselves to a peaceful process. We call on all the candidates, their parties and supporters to accept the outcome of the vote as long as it is adjudged to be free, fair and credible. And I have been assured by the chairman of INEC that all efforts, everything is put on deck to ensure a free and fair election. I congratulate the chairman for this confirmation. All of us have a responsibility to deepen the culture of democracy in every part of Nigeria. We want every Nigerian to begin to enjoy the fruits of democracy. This can only happen when there is peace and stability. Once again, I want to thank every one of you for honoring our invitation and for turning out to participate in this event. I will not finish this address without thanking the chairman of the INEC, Professor Yakubu, for all the good work he has done in ensuring that everything is put in place for the D-Day. And we are hoping that each and every one of us will play his part. I want to also thank you for facilitating my arrival here this morning. Long live Anambra State. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you. God bless.
Another round of applause for His Excellency. Thank you very much. In the words of His Excellency, the signing of the peace accord is not a mere exercise, but a clarion call for all candidates of political parties and people of Anambra State to commit themselves to peaceful process. And that is why we are here. So once again, thank you very much, Your Excellency. As we move towards to the next program on the agenda for today's event, which is the goodwill messages. But before then, just to also recognize the presence, I think just a correction there, the Major General T.A. Lagbaja, the GOC 82 Division, Nigerian Army. Once again, you're welcome, sir. And to recognize His Royal Highness, Igwe John Azubike Ibe, is also the chairman of the State-Based Peace Architecture in Enugu State. You're welcome, sir. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we'll go straight to the goodwill messages. And the first on our list here is none but coming from the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu. A round of applause, please, as he steps forward.
Okay, well, thank you very much. The chairman of the National Peace Committee, our respected former head of state, His Excellency General Abdul Salami Alhaji Abubakar GCFR, other members of the Peace Committee, notably the convener, Bishop Matthew Kuka, the representative of the Inspector General of Police, DIG Joe Egbunike, the chairman of political parties in Anambra State, the candidates for the Anambra State governorship election, national commissioners INEC, the GOC 82 Division of the Nigerian Army, Major General T.A. Lagbaja. And I want to say something about the GOC. For the last 30 years or so, I've been teaching in the Nigerian Defense Academy. And the Major General and GOC was my cadet in NDA. So I welcome my cadet, now a General and GOC, to this meeting. The Commissioner of Police for Anambra State, the Director General of the NYSC, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim. Before I joined the NDA, I taught at the University of Jos, where he was also my student. This is the little joy that a teacher derives when you see your students rising to positions. Let me recognize our respected Royal Father, civil society organizations, national and international observers, representatives of media organizations, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first of all welcome our respected former head of state, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, to this meeting, to this event. The nation is fortunate to have respected former leaders, such as General Abubakar, whose commitment to peace and democracy in Nigeria and beyond is unquestionable. Each time we turn to the Peace Committee under his leadership for support, the committee has always positively responded. His personal presence here today is a further affirmation of his commitment to Nigeria, to peace, and to credible elections. We also appreciate the presence of Bishop Matthew Kuka, the convener of the National Peace Committee. The bishop ably represented the general yesterday when we had our stakeholders meeting with parties, candidates, and other stakeholders in this hall. Nigerians may recall that when the NPC initiated the signing of the peace accord by chairmen of political parties and candidates ahead of the 2015 and later ahead of the 2019 general elections, the focus was actually on general elections, particularly the presidential elections. Since then, INEC and other well-meaning Nigerians appealed to the Peace Committee to devolve the initiative to major off-season elections at state level. Concerned about the threat to peaceful elections, INEC appealed to the NPC to intervene in the last two governorship elections. For the first time, the National Peace Committee organized the signing of the peace accord in Edo on 15th September 2020 and in Ondo on 6 October 2020. Despite the palpable tension that characterized the two elections, Edo and Ondo passed off peacefully, and the elections were adjudged by all to be free and fair and credible. Faced with the current situation in Anambra State, the Commission once again appealed to the Peace Committee to bring parties and candidates to commit to peace before, during, and after the elections. We believe that Anambra cannot be different from Edo and Ondo. For this reason, we are also confident that just like Edo and Ondo, the election on Saturday will be peaceful and the outcome will reflect the will of the Anambra voters. INEC has done everything possible to ensure credible elections in Anambra State under very challenging circumstances. I would like to appeal to all parties, candidates, and other actors to play their roles in support of the peace accord. Without peace, Our deployment plans, new innovations in voter accreditation and result management, safety of election duty personnel, security of materials, safety of all accredited observers, and ultimately the credibility of the polls will be undermined. That is why we must all support today's peace accord in particular and the work of the National Peace Committee in general. Before I conclude, let me re-echo what the chairman of the Peace Committee has just said. Those who sign the peace accord should abide by its letter and spirit. We pray that God will grant General Abdul Salami Abubakar and the NPC the wisdom, the courage, and the strength to continue to work for peace in our great country. I thank you all and God bless.
If your hands are not busy, please can we put it together for the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud. Thank you very much, sir. And truly we shall stand by the letter and the spirit of the peace accord, just like you earlier mentioned. And also just to recognize the presence of the national chairman of IPAC, Dr. Leonard Nzenwa. You're welcome, sir. We'll take the next on a goodwill message. The Inspector General of Police. Please a round of applause as we welcome into the podium. Please a round of applause, please. We can do better.
Your Excellency, General Abdul Salam Abubakar, the convener of National Peace Committee, Lordship, Archbishop Matthew Hassan Kuka, the chairman of INEC, who has inspired a lot of us, Professor Yakubu, and indeed, let me at this point observe all protocols. And I thank all of you for being here. My name is DIG Joseph Obiajule Bunike. I represent the Inspector General of Police. I'm standing here, what I would say that history has bestowed on me. One, I'm an indigenous of Anambra. Two, I'm the DIG supervising the Southeast. Three, the occasion came to put me on trial. Four, I know my people and my people know me. I do not expect anything less. Anambra State, since I was born, till today, is a state that is known for peace. It's a state that is known for people who are very industrious, professionals, and people who make themselves. Hard work has been the issue in Anambra State. It will be surprised if the stadium were laid to Nigeria at this hour of need. We will be seen to fall back, not under our nose, and I know all of you know that. That is something we owe to history of our past, history of our children to come, and the legacy behind us. The National Peace Committee, all of us know that the panacea for any development is peace. Peace for your generation, peace for generations yet unborn. What else do IG hear? Nothing. Other than those who have ears will hear. He has spoken a lot yesterday. But one thing I can assure you is that the police force, the army, and all other security agencies posted in Anambra State will remain calm, will remain firm, and will remain professional. We will maintain the tenets of the SOP as provided by the law. We will ensure that nobody disturbs your peace. We will ensure that any act or omission that tests the will of the government will be dealt with therein. There is no room for the peace, the good hospitality Anambra is known for, being disturbed at this hour of need. I'm asking for the Anambra and indeed my people to rise up to the occasion. You have the structures in your system that have been tested over the years. You have the town unions, you have village committees, you have all sorts of structures. This is the time to ignite them, to put it to process. This is the time for all of us to respect and adore the structures we have, the traditional rulers, the town unions, the president generals. It is not A or B business. It is our business. And therefore, all of you have a stakeholder in this business. Do not say it is John or James or Becca or Bialo. It is we. And I urge you that follow the rules, you are safe. Follow the rules, you are safe and sound, and you will conduct the election. And as far as I'm concerned, the election in Anambra will be pronounced as the best because we are ready. Our stakeholders, our major partners, which is the INEC, and indeed all foreign observers, I wish to reassure you that you have nothing to fear. Anambra is safe. Those who propagate evil, who propagate what I may call violence, will be violence. We are not here for that. The IG, almost 3 or 4 months ago, initiated a peace process in the southeast. We drew our operational plan, and what we did was restoration of peace. Operation Restore Peace. I went through all the crannies and corners of the southeast, preaching peace, talking to the political elites, talking to the government of the day, talking to town unions. In this particular hall, I spoke to across the board with of Anambra. Who is who in Anambra was there, including the executive governor. And we all agreed that there's a challenge. We all agreed there is a consensus of what to do to bring peace. Do not allow that peace to be challenged at this hour. I'm craving on your indulgence to remain and remember that history bestows on you to do the right thing. We have spoken enough, but I can assure you, we will always remain calm, firm, and professional in dealing with this situation. And therefore, everybody will have a level playing ground to do his voting, to participate in politics, to follow the guidelines as provided by INEC. I wish also to thank Your Excellency and his team for this noble effort. There's not much to say, but I do know that we have had him. This peace accord is not a game accord. It is a strict compliance accord. And we expect that as mature as we are, there's no doubt in Anambra that virtually everybody is educated. Everybody in Anambra. The man selling granite will speak better English than myself. And therefore, you don't deceive him or have anyhow. And I expect all of us to leave that and follow the rules. The end result will justify, and all of us will be happy as Anambrarians. I thank you, all of you, and will always be at your service while we carry out this assignment. Thank you very much, and thank you, Peace Committee.
Another round of applause for the IGP. Thank you very much for the message. I know my people, and my people know me. In the words of the IGP, and like you said, the partners here for any form of development is peace. And in the words of the chairman of the National Peace Committee, we cherish Anambra State. And that is why we are all here. Also recognizing Honorable Obinna Chidoka, member representing Idemili North, South of the Federal Constituency, National Assembly. You're welcome, sir. Very quickly, we take the next goodwill message from His Royal Majesty, Naimika Alfred Achebe. I don't know if he's, I know I cited him around. Okay, all right. So the next goodwill message coming from the Christian Association of Nigeria, the chairman, Anambra State chapter. Please a round of applause as we welcome the chairman. You can do better. Venerable Uweke. Okay. That clap wasn't peaceful enough. We can't put us together for it. Thank you very much.
May we thank all of us for being here, especially those who organized this forum, for us to look at peace. May we also thank some of us who are here from different aspects of our professions and politicians. Just to tell you that Anambra State is a peace-loving state and a cradle of Christianity in Nigeria. Over 165 years ago, we came into Anambra State with the gospel to preach peace, tolerance in society. And our preaching as Christians permeated every corner of Anambra State. For the Peace Council to come and sign peace accord today is a testimony that they are in line with the church's vision in Anambra State. We are here as Christians who know that it's better to love your neighbor. If you have peace and you don't have love, it will not flow. Love your neighbor as you love yourself is what the Bible teaches. If you are in a political party, you need to know that the other person, the other one, is your neighbor. We are here to witness this sign of peace accord because we represent peace. That is, the church in Anambra State represents peace. Therefore, our own message is that peace has no alternative. Let all the contestants imbibe the spirit of peace. It will pay us to live in peace than to live in pieces. This is our message from the Christian Association of Nigeria, Anambra State chapter. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Venerable Joseph Nweke, for that goodwill message. We now call on the last on the goodwill, the line of goodwill messages from the Muslim community. The chairman, I don't know if it's here, Alhaji Abdurrahman Suberu. I cited you. Okay, it's coming up later. Okay, so you can come up. Please, a round of applause for the representative of the Muslim community in Anambra State. And that is to tell us that truly we're first and foremost human beings before belonging to any political, religious, or any social affiliation. Please, a round of applause for the representative to give a good message.
All protocols observed. On behalf of the chairman and members of the Anambra State Muslim community, I am standing here to deliver our goodwill message to all of you. Elections should not be a do or die affair. Nobody's blood is what another person's ambition. Whoever we are, wherever we are, whatever we say, whatever we do, let's always allow peace to reign. Peace is supreme. Peace is priceless. Peace is golden. Peace is non-negotiable. The daily greetings of Muslims is always Assalamu alaikum, meaning peace be unto you. Even in the Bible, whenever Jesus arrives the assembly of his disciples, he always greets them with, peace be unto you. We all know that in any society, and without peace, there will be no credible elections. In view of the above notes, I want to admonish the contestants in the November 6th Anambra gubernatorial elections to remember that it is God that gives power to whomever he wills. Power is therefore a divine trust. In other words, only one person can be governor at any time. Play according to the rules. Educate your supporters to keep the peace by remaining law-abiding. Let party supporters shun electoral malpractices, ballot box snatching, and todgery. These vices are all against God and humanity. I am sure that INEC and the government of the day will provide a level playing ground that guarantees peaceful, free, and credible elections. I urge the security agents to redouble their efforts as Anambra decides next Saturday. As a son of the soil, I will be the happiest person if Anambra people can reenact their track record of civility and their tolerance during the elections. May the Almighty take full control of the forthcoming elections, make it easy, and help us. Amen. Thank you for listening. Long live Anambra State. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Another round of applause. Please, let's not get tired of clapping. The more clap we have, the more peace we have in Anambra State. Thank you very much. All right, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we gradually get into the peak of our event for today, and the peace accord signing ceremony is very close at hand. As you can see, the table is set for that. But before that, it's very important that we understand what we're signing and what the peace accord stands for, and that is why we're taking us to the next, which is the video recording of the peace accord.
National Peace Committee 2021 Anambra State Governorship Election Peace Accord on the prevention of violence and acceptance of election results by governorship candidates and chairpersons of political parties contesting the 2021 governorship elections in Anambra State under the auspices of the National Peace Committee, NPC, with the undersigned governorship candidates of the underlisted political parties contesting in the governorship elections of Anambra State in November 2021, reaffirming our commitment to taking proactive measures towards ensuring a conducive environment for the conduct of a credible electoral process, anxious about the maintenance of a peaceful environment before, during, and after the 2021 governorship elections in Anambra State, reaffirming our commitment to fully abide by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to respect the rules and regulations as laid down in the legal framework for elections in Nigeria, and to adhere to best international standards. Desirous of sustaining and promoting the unity and cooperative existence of Nigeria as an indivisible entity, determined to avoid any conduct or behavior that will endanger the political stability and the national security of Nigeria, mindful of our responsibility towards the Nigerian citizens and their democratic rights, we are determined to place national interests above personal and partisan concerns, hereby commit ourselves and our parties to the following. 1. To support all institutions of government involved in conducting and securing the elections, in particular, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and the security forces to act with professionalism, impartiality, and transparency. 2. To encourage state agencies, institutions, and public officers not to support partisan interests in any form, as well as the full application of national and international laws against subversion of the electoral process, incitement to violence or other offenses that may compromise the integrity of the ballot and the security of Nigerians and all nationalities before, during, and after the elections. 3. To encourage their political stalwarts and supporters to desist from propagating fake news and publishing fake results via social media, and to ensure uninterrupted and uncompromised freedom of expression and information, both online and offline, throughout the electoral process. 4. To admonish our party members and our teeming followers to refrain from insults, intimidations, incitement, and violence, and to conduct themselves in accordance with the rule of law before, during, and after the announcement of the results. 5. To publicly condemn acts of violence and their instigators and perpetrators. 6. To respect that the results can only be announced by INEC, and to accept the outcome of the vote as long as it is adjudged to be free, fair, and credible, devoid of intimidation, and conducted in accordance with the provisions of the law. 7. To support peaceful, transparent, and credible electoral processes and abide by the outcome of the election results. 8. To fully collaborate with the National Peace Committee, made up of respected statesmen and women, traditional and religious leaders, in its mission to monitor the adherence to this accord. 9. In the event of any disputes that may arise, to follow due process by resorting to the courts of law, and to act in a spirit of statesmanship, putting the country first before individual or party interest. 10. Abide by the letter and spirit of this accord, and if my actions and utterances in violate the principles of this accord, I accept to be held accountable according to the laws and Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. And just to cap it all, saying that the peace accord, the time for the peace accord is now. And to abide by the letter and the spirit of this accord, we'll be invited to come forth one after the other. Of course, in no particular order, but alphabetically, and that is how the parties are actually arranged. So we'll call the first 5. You kindly step up, just on a single row, the party candidate and the party chairman. And then you sign, and then stand by for the final group photograph. So, Your Excellencies, I'll begin now to call, I'll start with Accord, the party Accord A, where we have Maduka Godwino as a candidate. Please come forward with your chairman. And the second, Action Alliance Party, where we have Etiaba Bennett Chukwogo. The candidate, please with your chairman. In a single file this way, so that we be orderly. We have A, and then we have AA. This way, please. And then the third is African Action Congress, AAC, where we have Nwankwo Wilson Chidozie as the African Action Congress candidate. Please come with your chairman. Please, the cameras. And then the last for now, we'll call it batch by batch. In batches just for the purpose of orderliness. African Democratic Party, Prince Ume Ezoke Afam Luke Douglas. The candidate, please come with your chairman. Thank you. Okay, just stand by. Thank you. The next. AAC, get ready. And then after AAC, we have ADC. And then we have ADP for now. And like one of the speakers earlier mentioned, peace is a prerequisite for development. And what someone also mentioned, if peace is expensive, then try violence. Of course, it's nothing to try. And that is why we're all gathered here in Anambra State. Because violence and war is useless. So AAC just signed. ADP. So ADC, AAC. Please, we encourage candidates to come along with their chairman. Candidates, come with your chairman, please. Thank you. Okay, next on the roll, we have the All Progressives Congress, where we have Emmanuel Andy Namduba as a candidate. Please come with your chairman. And then next, we have the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, where we have Charles Chukwuma Soludo as a candidate. Please proceed with your chairman. And next, we have the Allied People's Movement, APM, Onyejibu Geoffrey Okudili as a candidate. Please come forward with your chairman. That's APC, and now this is APGA signing. And then after APGA, we have APM, Allied People's Movement, Onyejibu Geoffrey Okudili. I don't know if he's here, with the chairman. The Action People's Party, APP, Azubike Philip Echetubu as a candidate. Then the Boots Party, Chika Jerry Okeke. Labour Party, Agbesimalo Obiora Emmanuel. New Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, Jimko Leonard Emeka. National Rescue Movement, is there for Victor Amekuna? Okay. Please come with the chairman. People's Democratic Party, PDP, where we have Valentine Chineto Ozigbo as the candidate. Please come with your chairman. People's Redemption Party, PRP, where we have Nnamdi Nwawu as the candidate. Then we have the Social Democratic Party. Please, as I call your party, you come first. And then in a single row, this way, for the sign-in. Then we have the Social Democratic Party, Uzo Obinna Godwin, as a candidate. Please come with your chairman. Young Progressives Party, Okechukwu Nnamdi Eze. Please come with your chairman. The YPP, the candidates, Nnamdi Eze. Please come with your chairman. And then the last we have here, but not the least, the Zenith Labour Party, ZLP, Okonkwo Obiora Francis. As a candidate, please come with your chairman. Thank you. By signing, we are actually reaffirming our commitment to taking proactive measures towards ensuring a conducive environment for the conduct of a credible electoral process. And this is very vital, very important for the people of Anambra State. It's our collective responsibility to work for peace. And that is why I recognize, especially those who are here from other states, the Concerned Christian Citizens for Peace Accord, where we have a group of about 7 bishops, with the inclusion of the former CAN Chairman Emeritus, where we have SS to recognize the presence of SS. We recognize the presence of Yaga Africa, the presence of Votes Not Fights, the European Union, the Swiss Embassy, NDI, the CSOs, other CSOs, the Albino Foundation, of course the media and the security officials. We keep recognizing you and also acknowledging your presence for a job well done. Thank you so much for coming together to work for peace. This is not a time to say it doesn't concern me. It concerns each and every one of us, and that is why we are here. We're gradually coming to the end of the signing of the peace accord, but of course not the end of the peace process itself. Peace is a process before, during, and after the elections. And our presence is a demonstration of that commitment to work for peace. And that is what the National Peace Committee stands for. We also appreciate the Kuka Center, the Secretariat of the National Peace Committee. And like a speaker once said, any cause that doesn't support the promotion of human values and human life is not worth fighting for. It's our responsibility to make this work. And that is the ZLP signing the peace accord. Like one of the speakers also mentioned, Anambra is a peaceful state, and our effort is to make it more peaceful. All right, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point, it's done. The signing of the peace accord, and in the words of someone who also works for peace, peace begins with a smile. And for the National Peace Committee, at this point, we shall add that peace also begins with a hug, an embrace, if you may add that. We shall take a photograph together immediately after. Of course, we have the INEC chairman signing now. The INEC chairman is also signing to say that, yes, we also stand for peace. Okay. And now we have the chairman of the National Peace Committee, His Excellency General Abu Salami Abubakar, who shall now append his signature to saying that, yes, we are in this together. and truly we stand for peace. So while this is going on, probably we can position ourselves for the photograph, because at this point we're also making history in Anambra State to saying that peace is possible. Not now, just a little bit. We will actually arrange that, yes. So that is the chairman of the National Peace Committee appending his signature to saying that it's not just the candidates, not the chairman. Please, a round of applause as we bring this to a close. Okay, His Excellency, with your permission, I think it's only natural and spontaneous that the candidates and the chairman exchange pleasantries. So, yes, the photograph. Okay. We want to ensure everyone is captured. We can't see you, sir. Can we open up so that just this way? Very good. Just shift back. You still have one person. You need to go back. You need to go back. Towards, right? Go back. Towards can actually start. Yeah, fine, yeah. All right. Can we go back a little bit? Yeah. Backward. Yeah. A little bit, just one more, just a little bit. Sorry. Let's go back. Back, yes. Please.
You're watching Channels Television, the live broadcast of the signing of the peace accord by the candidates.
Hello. Okay. Thank you very much. So
in
immediately
the
after
governorship
this
election 2021 in Anambra State,
while the candidates will remain on
the peace accord ceremony put together by the National Peace Committee, headed by or chaired by the former head of state, General Abdulsalami Abubakar. And the convener is the Bishop of the Catholic Church and Sokoto's Diocese, Bishop Matthew Kuka, who have put this together. We've seen the candidates, all of them that are present today.
But after this picture,
upon their signature, confirming or affirming their commitment to upholding peace, a peaceful election. This is probably necessary because of the history of violence that we've seen in the past few weeks in Anambra State, necessitating this kind of ceremony to ensure that all that are involved, the politicians, the candidates, voters, are conscious of upholding the peace of the state. We've heard speeches from the chairman of the Peace Committee, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, who says the signing is a show of commitment. is a show that people responsible to upholding peace. Also, we
before
heard
the candidates
from the
go
chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, the electoral umpire, saying that it is critical for us to have peace, to have this election.
Please.
And the police,
Just a minute.
Mr. Joseph Egbunike, the IG of police,
Hello, Your Excellency.
who had said basically that police will ensure that
okay, the chairman, please, you can come forward.
is upheld and ensure that
chairman.
no one is capable of fomenting trouble in the period of this election. We've seen almost all the candidates, from the candidate of APC to candidate of APCA, candidate of YPP, the candidate of PDP, ADC, AA. I mentioned a host of them who are here today with their party leader. You can see them hugging each other in a convivial atmosphere that is basically giving us a sense of
the chairman, please.
how this election might run, in the sense that we might be seeing all the politicians coming together and ensuring that what matters is people exercising their franchise in this election. The issue of violence
please, we are not done.
has been very rated and avoided, and hopefully that will last us through this election and after this election.
We are not done with the process.
There's been a whole lot of effort that have been put in place, deployment by police, deployment by other sister security agencies, all to ensure that there is a free, fair election. We're about now just concluding these live broadcasts. We're live for you at the Dora Akonyili Women Development Center in Awka, the capital of Anambra State.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. At this point, we'll take the remarks and commitment to peaceful elections. One from the IPAC chairman, Anambra State chapter, and then we'll take the vote of thanks. And after the vote of thanks, we shall say thank you very much for coming. So the IPAC chairman, Anambra State chapter, are you there?
Of the peace signing ceremony, live for you at the Dora Akonyili Women Development Center here in the capital of Anambra State, Awka, where political parties, their candidates have come together to pen their signatures into ensuring a peaceful conduct of this election. On behalf of the crew here at the Women Development Center in Awka, thank you so much, everyone, for staying with Channels Television. We now return you to our regular programming. Back to you in Lagos.
Okay, please, a round of